Greetings, minions, survivalists, and fellow gamers. This is Silverblade playing 7 Days to Die, Alpha 18.2. This is episode 47. Last episode we laid out the walls for the exterior of the base. For the most part you could say it's 3 walls. I might actually need to reinforce over here. Not so much worried back there, but over here and over there. I might extend the wall around here because it's kind of gonna be a blind spot, and also that area over there is a bit more open. I mean, they might have problems getting over the wall at first, but I'm kind of thinking that the main flow of the zombies will want to be this way, because there's mountains back there that block, and all this over here is obviously going to be where they're going to come from. But there might be a bunch that come up from here. You'll have them drop them out from there, but they're dropping, and I can definitely work with that. But over here and over here, I mean, right over here in particular, open gate, and I'm not even going to bother fixing that, by putting in a gate there. I want them to come, but I want them to come on my terms, not on their terms. So I'm going to have to maybe reinforce up here and up here. So let's deal with that. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, and then. Been playing too much Space Engineers lately. The controls are practically backwards compared to 7 Days to Die, so that's probably gonna come back to haunt me here. Okay, we just need to get this reinforced up to first choke point. Now, to do this in a non-creative mode, or non-cheat mode as I tend to think of it, it can be done. I mean, I wouldn't do it if it was completely impossible, but it's definitely going to be costly. It would definitely, if I was to do this in regular play without cheats, without creative mode, it would probably take me several months worth of episodes to not only get the resources, but just to put it all together, and to refine the resources down for scrap iron and all that. I mean, we're talking most likely 2 months to build that in normal mode. At least that's what I'm thinking. Now, in regular play, if I was doing this off camera and just playing for fun, without the recording it and all that, I could get this done in probably a day and a half. It'll actually be a little bit more than that, because life. But yeah, it just it would take a while, and get the resources for all that. It would probably take me a week, maybe 2 weeks of just a couple hours a day, or having like one big session, and then after that little pop in here and there during the week. That tends to be the way I do it. I game as it is just kind of sporadic play. And I think this needs that. Let's see if we got it over. Yeah, I did. Oh, got something that's double wide here. And we're gonna put. Yeah, I'm not liking that. I thought it would look good at first, but it's starting to bug me. Don't want these double gaps. And I might even have, you know, what I was saying just a second ago, I might even have my timing off in saying it would take me like a week, because it actually might take me more of with my schedule and such. But yeah, alright, so let's stop with the bibble babble and make with the building. So let's take down the height of these. We already got it laid down on the ground, so that makes it easier. Let's see, I got some over here, I think. Did I? Yeah. Okay. That's one way of doing it. Luckily, those other ones just laid out on the ground, so we need to make. Let's see. To make it simple, we're just going to do the inner wall 2 blocks wide, all the way around, and then keep these just 1 block high. 'Cause that's a lot of blocks. So we'll start down here. Once we get the initial thing laid down, it's actually pretty easy. I might even just do it off camera, since it's just mindless click clack, pick up, click clack. And I know after punching grass for nearly an hour, it just doesn't feel appealing to me anymore. At least tonight. Okay, get that in there. Get myself backed in a corner and didn't even realize it. Okay. So that's looking pretty tight, if I do say so myself, and I do say so myself. Almost made a mistake there. Almost. Alright, got that. Okay. Alright, we can do it like this. There, that made it a bit easier. And then we'll have this block behind me to make sure I don't overdo it. Trying to see if I could do this without a mistake that makes me have to get the old wrench of doom out. So far, so good, but I don't want to jinx myself. Okay, we're doing actually pretty good. Better than I expected, actually. Come down here. Yes. So far, I am liking it. Let's get here. And didn't take. Okay, so we get the initial wall laid out, and then after that is building up. Oh, there we go. I made a mistake. It was inevitable. Unavoidable. I mean, I tried to avoid it, but I knew we all knew it was going to happen, right? Strive for perfection, but don't expect it. That's the way I look at it. But imagine if you're doing this without cheats. I did it again. You know, think about the resource cost for mistakes like I've made. That gets expensive. I mean, it's hours of digging or chopping or what have you, and then smelting it all down or refining it. You know, it's just a lot of time sunk into all that. So build it by the creative menu. I mean, that's a nice little thing if you're just building for the sake of building and not really worrying about the game. But in my heart of hearts, it still feels wrong to be using a creative menu, you know, to use the cheat menu to do it. Okay, that's one side, or one level. Sheesh. Okay, well, let's do the next, I guess. We're just going to do one wide out here. This should go by a bit quicker. Until I make mistakes, that is. Alright. Down to this section. This is the first gap. Drop block. Everything in between is to be picked up and replaced. So if you haven't picked up on it or can't envision it, it should start to look a bit more realized now, what it's supposed to be like from what I described to actually putting it in practice. And next thing is just to get the height on it. So yeah. Because when I described it, even I had a hard time imagining what it looked like. I mean, I had an idea, but not an actual picture in my head of what it would be like. And this needs a gap. C2 and there. What can I say? I'm a very visual type of guy. And this corner looks all wrong for some reason. I think it's... it'll do. I think it might be because just a couple blocks instead of a span of like 3 or 4. As long as it diffuses the zombies back at you. As long as it diffuses the zombies like I hope it does, and it should. I mean, that's the way it worked when I did the base builder series. And I know that Pam saw it. Some of you guys that are kind of new to the channel probably have it, and you can go and check that out. They're 7 Days to Die base builder in my, I think it's in a playlist, should be. But it did work. Now, will it work in Alpha 18 and with this kind of setup? That I don't know. I mean, in theory it should. All things being equal, I guess. And now I see where one of the gaps should have been and wasn't on that one corner. Doesn't really matter. Man, I made a mistake. Crap. My brain's kind of on autopilot because it's such a tedious and mundane task. That's where my brain just fell asleep right there. It's like I'm tired. It's been a long day, but thought I was going to be mentally alert enough to keep up with this, and yeah, I don't think so. It's definitely lulling me to sleep a little bit. Well, not sleep, but to drowsiness at least. Just a repetitive task kind of stuff is just like, kill me now. Okay, so this is the second row of stuff. So we start it down here. This should go by even quicker, if you can call all that quick. Okay. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll build it up, you know, the multi-levels to it off camera. So I do want to advance the game a little bit and not get stuck in just placing blocks. And I kind of want to get to the wiring part as well. I want to get the wiring set up and done. That'll take probably 2 2 episodes to do. Hopefully not more, but you can never tell, really. So I want to know something. You guys, especially you guys that have been commenting a lot lately, and regularly. Which of you guys actually have the game? Because I believe that there's a couple of you that didn't have the game or didn't have a machine capable of playing 70s Die. Hold on, let me go back in time. There we go. It's morning. I just want to know, who has a game, who doesn't. Who wants the game? That's another thing. Who wants to get the game? I'm not saying I'm going to hand out copies because, I can't exactly afford that, especially after Christmas pretty much beat the hell out of my wallet with a club, but I can look into getting keys, getting maybe an extra free copy or something. Well, I'll leave that block there because it's going up there at some point. But not that one. Oh boy. The off-camera work is gonna drive me nuts. Fortunately, you guys won't see that. It ain't pretty. Okay, so we've got one last set over here, and we're near the end of the episode. Alrighty, now the plan's coming together a little bit. Yeah, there's a few things I probably improve, like right over here. Yeah, back here's not, well, yeah, there's too much of a gap on one side. It doesn't really matter, but it just, those little things, it's just nagging me in the back of my head, saying, dumbass, it's not perfect. You got to make it perfect, dumbass. What can I say? It just, little mental quirks that drive me batty. Anyways, we'll end the episode here. I will finish the walls off camera after I had a cigarette and some caffeine to perk me up a little bit. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope that you enjoy the content. It is a lot of fun. It is also monotonous at points, but that's building up to the fun. So maybe we'll see how it goes, how it turns out in the long run. Anyways, check out the description box, and until next time, see you later. Twitch.